Thanks for staying with us. So we have a Nigerian comedian, actor, and on-air personality. He combines his love for comedy and his ministerial calling by creating his brand to fuse both. He's also actively engaging people with his comedy and art while using the opportunity to preach unity, a good life, and different messages that cut across all regions. Welcome with us, Bayegun Oluwatoyin, popularly known as Wole Arole.
Thank you so much.
The comedian prophet.
Yes, so
welcome.
Thank you so much.
So please, what's this gist we've been hearing? That you're likely going to abandon comedy for just the prophetic? Because tell us it's not true.
So to me, I think it's not abandoned though, but there'll still be a blend.
Okay.
But I'm evolving and transitioning more into ministry now, full time. So whatever I do is still the message of God, love will still be there, but it's more the prophetic, you know, ministering to people, encouraging people with the love of God. The things I used to do, but it's now more channeled towards ministry.
So you will not make us laugh again?
I would, but it might not be professionally in that regard. Oh yes, it might not be, it might just be, you know, I see my friend do few content, but mainly, and my preachings as well will be quite very hilarious. Oh yes, 100%. That is still there, but more of ministry now.
does this mean you're now in church? You have a church, you have the following. Let us know. You have a church.
People ask me this. So for the past like 3 years now, myself and a few of my friends, we gather together, we pray, and there'll be massive testimonies. We pray. I've had the prophetic gift since I was born, so I noticed that quite younger. I see beyond the two eyes, I hear beyond the audible. So my mom told me, I went to meet her at the time, and when I say stuff, it happens accurately. So she told me I had the prophetic gift from, you know, even before I met Christ. But what made mine unique was I had comedy again as a layer. So it was 2 in 1.
Yes.
So God had it that comedy came out first. But even in my humor, if you notice, my stage name is Wole Arole. It's still the prophet guy.
Yeah.
So I say, Ogo Kinikon is still good message I send in a prophetic, hilarious way. So as we evolve the fellowship, so we have a fellowship, friends fellowship, we pray. And God just spoke to me that it's time to now evolve it to proper ministry, where we're going to have meetings, crusades, and we've started, and it's great.
Okay, so I feel like I've known your story since.
Oh, yeah,
like,
you and I have come a long way from this.
We've been together for a long time,
yes.
And I understand that many people watching, you know, people see you at your the fruit stage. They don't understand the seed stage, and they don't understand how all of that evolution takes place. And I'd like you to break down how it was, how you birthed Wole Arole, and how you transitioned from comedy and start taking the prophetic seriously. Like people don't, when you started doing those on Instagram, you come and say, I prophesied on this person and said it was going to blow, and then
people felt it was playing.
They felt it was playing. So how did you move that book into being taken seriously? And do you still think people don't take you seriously?
A lot. Because I understand how the mind works. They're used to this hilarious guy. I won't lie to you. They till now, when people, someone still spoke to myself and my very good brother friend John Okobe, where at a place someday, and someone was still telling me about the content I did. People can't forget works. They can't forget it. But I think one thing that transitioned me is deep reflection in my moment that I was down. There's something about down moment, revealing who you really are. You know, about times that maybe I didn't have resources, what's happening to me, I just call on God and it shows up. And even the prophetic thing is not just for people, for me as well. So I think what made me really evolve were the experiences I went through, time I didn't have. Even as a comedian, it took a while before I was accepted into the comedy genre in Nigeria, because partly I do my humor in Yoruba language. So it took a while and so it took a while, you know, breaking into the Lagos global scene. Thank God for content creation. I had my first show at a hotel. So it took a while before that acceptance came in, you know, a lot of determination, doggedness. People had told me, you know, this guy from Ibadan kind of, so you know how people do at times, some Lagos people feel that other people are kind of inferior. So, of course, that's the truth.
Until you show them.
Yes. So they now saw that, no, this Arole guy is original.
Has content.
It's unique. That's it. So that moved. I got to a level, then Instagram came in, the content thing I was doing blew up. I had my very good colleague, Ashi, we were doing it together. Then another season came where I just realized that. So I think what started striking me was the little prayer I was praying for my friend, testimony started coming in. And I used to tell my friend that God just roped me into this thing. Even me. I'm telling you.
I'm doing it.
You know, that will just tell, man, I knew that was God's voice. No, take your friends to the mountain. I will go to the mountain. Some of my friends will just tell me, my sister
That's
has
why it's called Friends Fellowship.
Exactly. Just friends gathering together. They will call their mom this, that, this happened. There's a testimony of this. Someone didn't have a child, had a child. So one day in my house, I had to fast. What's happening to me? Then I had a downside of clients. My clients stopped calling me. Yeah, they stopped. That phase, serious. Like, my clients will call me. In fact, the day I knew that, no, I was lost, I was at the hotel. A client had paid me for a job. So he insisted. Said, we need to do a vendors meeting. I can't remember the last time a client called me. You know I was popular before. You even called me because you knew my competency. I'm an MC person. He said no. So we had the vendors meeting. I was in my car. That day was a major shift in my life. He said, you know why I'm doing this vendors meeting? You are good. You're perfect. Your MC job is fantastic. Please, I want to beg you. The wife was there. We did a video call. Don't turn that event to a revival. Oh. Sure. I froze. He said, I know your capacity. I beg you. Do that job as an MC. He said, I've seen you. He said, even my wife doubted if you could anchor. That day I wept. I went back and said, God, see what you have done.
See what you have done.
Is it good or bad?
See what you have done with it. But I can testify that I've been seeing in my entire life, I think this has been my best season. Resources comes miraculously. Then the greatest thing for me is life transformed. I can't, that joy, money can't do it for me. You know, when we pray for people, when I counsel people, you know, there's just this dimension. We had a program in Uganda, awesome time there. So I see people just come to meet me randomly. Do you remember? You had a program, you prayed. You know, the one that really struck me, a young man called when I was in London. That struck me. He said, he told his friend that there's this prophet, very anointed. I know people, another thing like that, people, I don't know, maybe it's the angel of God that did that. They announced me even before. So I was just in my house. He said, just come.
They ordained you before you.
I'm telling you, I've entered good soup. Big problem. Like Pastor Adewale said, he called me and said, please, you need to pray for my friend. He said, my friend's on the call. I said, what's the issue? He said, the doctor diagnosed. I can't forget that she had a cancer in her, like a lump already, confirmed cancer. I said, please, who is the prophet you told her that we pray? He says, you. You have prayed for me before.
You felt like it was a setup.
I'm telling you. I just held the phone. Okay, I prayed by faith. I shall prayed. And the thing about when I pray for prayer, I said, God, it's your name I've used. So like the risk is on your name.
Yes, it can't be.
I got a call. The guy just messaged me like a week later. The lady said, please reach out to that prophet. Reach out to that prophet. She went to check. That lump was gone. I lay down flat in my room. I wept like a child. Because even my faith didn't carry it. So God just wanted to honor his word. It's not me. I know it's not me. That's not me. That can't be me.
Yeah.
I wept. That how do you do these things, God? So as he's amusing people, he's amusing me as well.
All of us, they laugh.
All of us.
Including you. Ramatu, they have a question for you.
Don't have any questions.
Yeah, have a question for you.
Please,
Okay. Well, let me just say, I have to say, I don't know if I have prophetic whatever, but the moment you walked in today, I noticed that there was a shift.
Oh my God.
I saw it. I don't know. I'm not prophetic. I don't know. But I just knew that there was a shift in you. And, you know, as you're talking, I can understand why. There are a few things I want to say, but will not say if I come across as weird. But, you know, one thing that Dr. asked earlier was, do people take you seriously? I know you said something earlier when you joined before we came on. And for me, I fear, but I'm just a human being.
Yeah.
You know, that people there will be doubts, there will be
100%.
questions, there will be, why is he doing this now?
Yes.
A lot of people have said people have gone into ministry for the gain.
Yeah, of course.
What is it really?
You are very correct. You're not the only one that has that. My friend has it. A lot of my fans has it. In fact, some of my pastor has it. Do I have it 100%? And because I have it, that's why God empowers me more. I'm not the person that comes and make everything look, yes, it's smooth, I have it all together. No. Do I have it all together? God has it all together. So as people are getting amused, I'm getting amused as well. I believe I'm following a divine way that will keep revealing itself by the day. When I started going to the mountain for prayer, people didn't believe. People did not believe. I will be very candid. People had mocked me before that. I really was, you know, I'm shifting at the prime of my career. Like, I turn down jobs. People still coming for influencing jobs. So it's not like something happened to my career.
At the peak?
Yes, I still do content. I still do movies. I still Skinny Girl in Transit. I'm still there. If they have the script, they'll still call me. So it's how I'm amused how God can change something, and God is already putting that in people. If I tell you the number of emails I get daily, pray for me from Nigeria, from America, even the white people. And I believe that
testimony of
yes, it's God is just revealing himself through me to people, and I'm amused as they are amused as well.
So let's call for one of your skits. Let's see if we can laugh one more time before you finally abandon us.
Please don't leave us.
Take it away.